Maxwell and I are just getting rolling today. It's a cold morning because I can actually see my exhaust. Not something that typically happens with Mr. Maxwell. We've got a pretty eco-friendly exhaust system, so it usually just spits the exhaust down onto the road.
1 miles ahead, take exit 221 and then turn right on Washington 261 south.
And I never even see the stuff. You know, I actually saw a couple of little exhaust clouds coming out as we accelerated up there. I did let the engine warm up before we departed the rest area. So we're at a nice toasty 140 degrees on the coolant, about 110 on the oil temp. Actually, I can see that one exactly. What am I at? What's the diff? 118. Okay, on the oil temperature. Now, Mr. Maxwell, I don't want any of your belly aching as we get up to speed after departing. It is the time of day you most like to belly ache, Mr. Maxwell. I've actually added the description of what that buzzing noise is to the video descriptions of every single video I upload, and people still ask me what the buzzing noise is. It's great. While we're here, I'm gonna see if they'll move the while we're at Missoula, I might see if they can move the eyeball. Just to, you know, not be in such a weird angle. There we go, top of the hill, acceleration. Now we can get to our proper speed. 62 miles per hour. We are set. Let's move the visor over because the sun is not directly in front of me. It's kind of off to the right. Which means I'm sure it's causing lovely artifacting in the camera from just the reflections on the various pits and scores in my windshield. That's not dirt. Trust me. I've tried as hard as I can to scrub out those little dots, but they're not dirt. They're small chips and scores and just like relics of the fact that this is Maxwell's original windshield that has survived 340,000 miles of highway driving and everything that has entailed getting thrown at it. It's just little chunks of glass that have been removed from the windshield. Not big enough to be a problem, just like so microscopic in some instances that you can't even see them in normal conditions. But with the sun at the right angle, because it's glass, it kind of reflects the light weird, makes them all super obvious. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate, for sure. Are they putting in another truck stop here? That'd be weird. Not really a lot of room for one. Hopefully it's just the Loves adding more parking. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Getting the lane without somebody parked in front of it or past it. That way we can pull forward far enough to fuel our reefer without having to worry about whether or not the person ahead of us will come out and move their truck soon enough. All right, let's fuel. All right, so this is there's a little way station here. It's pretty much always closed, but there's a cool thing about the state of Washington is that with I think all of their way stations, even when they're closed, they leave the displays on. That way you can check your axles if you're not you can check your axles without having to go to a CAT scale. Even the open way stations are usually pretty good about checking axle weights if you've just been loaded. And we did have a scale at our customer, but it wasn't a very good one. And according to Prime, it has some, it is not entirely accurate. So we're going to stop at the weigh station here, double check our axle weights before we get to Idaho. No outside display. All right, we'll have to peek through the window.
0.2 miles
That's
ahead,
fine.
merge left on I-90 East.
Do this the hard way. I don't mind. Do this the hard but freeway. Pounds lighter than the one that the other customer said. Awesome. That's perfect. That is exactly where you want a scale to be at, is, if anything, airing too heavy. And only 200 pounds, that's nothing. And we're probably 200 pounds heavier on our drives than that thing said we are, but we did add a bunch of fuel, so. Alright, we're still in driving. Cool, back on the interstate. And on with our day. Welcome back, folks. This is the really nice and peaceful part of my day. Where we slowly trundle up the side of a mountain at 25 miles per hour on an interstate highway. Without a climbing lane for some reason. That's always surprised me. I don't know why, but for some reason, 4th of July pass in Idaho and Lookout, also in Idaho, but also in Montana, it splits the border. Neither of them have climbing lanes. It's super weird. I don't understand that because, you know, we're going real slow. There's a cluster of vehicles coming up behind me, and another lane would certainly make it a lot easier for them to get around me, especially considering one of them's doing like 30 something and the other two are trying to do 50 plus. So here go the two fast ones. And where's the slowpoke? I know he's back there somewhere. There he is. A little bit faster than me, not by much. Here comes another speedy. Nasty little potholes there. At this point, I've set the cruise control, because even though the mountain's going, the slope is changing every now and then, I'm not going to be able to get much more speed than I've already got, so I might as well just leave it at 25. Worry about the rest when we get to the top. hurry, so I'm going to try going down the, I mean, not a lot of bit of a hurry, but I don't really want to go down the backside of this mountain super slow because there is a night truck coming up behind me. And I don't really want him to pass me because he's slower than me in every other situation. Hey, chill, Maxwell. It's just a sign. Can you get it together? Thank you. That's the first time Maxwell's ever been scared by a historical site sign. Ah, history! Add that to the list. Maxwell is afraid of corn, signs above the road, and now historical markers and trains. Maxwell is developing lots more fears the older he gets. Oh, you heard, does Maxwell love corn? I think I decided Maxwell liked corn. Yeah, that was it. It was Maxwell loves corn and is afraid of signs, trains, and now historical markers. Okay, cool. Maxwell loves corn. Look, there was an incident. He doesn't like to talk about it, but... corn stalks were absconded with. And it was not my fault. I just want to clarify that right now. Yeah, no, this is nice and chill. Just get to relax, go up a mountain, look at the amazing scenery. Where the hell did that rock come from? The rock just hit my window, and there's nobody in front of me, and the car going down was like 500 feet away. Check my rearview mirror. Like, did a rock slide just happen and I just got super lucky and only got like the little first pebble? No. I don't know. I'm sure that came from somewhere. Probably like an ice chunk getting blown off a tree higher up the cliff or something. I think our night friend is content to stay behind me as we climb. Let's actually bring that up to like 29. See if we can. I don't care. Wait for it. I think if I get one more notification about this conversation, I can mute it. It hasn't popped up over my GPS, which is impressive. Normally, when people start trying to IM me, it like brings up a little head bubble thing. We're getting close to the top, because that's a historical marker on the downhill side for the gold fields. I've used that pullout before to allow traffic to pass when this place was under construction, and it was only one lane up, one lane down. Oh, good, only a mile from the summit. I'm making you guys sit through this entire thing, because I have to sit through this entire thing. And it is the most agonizingly, maybe not agonizingly, it's just the most, this is the slowest part of my day. This is the part that drags on longest. We're actually pulling away from the night truck now. Somehow. I upped my cruise to 29 so that when it flattened out, we'd actually accelerate a little bit. We are currently only doing 28-ish. Check brakes, steep grade, half mile. Already checked my brakes. Thank you. Before I came up here. And I know this slope, I know the gear I need to go down it without using my brakes at all. So we're good. Also, it looks like it snowed kind of recently, and I assume the brake check area is going to be covered, and I don't want to pull in there and not be able to pull out again. Which would suck, which would suck. Road conditions. Interesting. Alright, Maxwell, time for me to take over. Thank you. Just turn off the cruise control entirely so I don't accidentally turn it back on to 29 miles an hour when we're doing 60. That slow, you better get in front of me. Yeah, there we go. Eaton's holding this nicely. We're just light enough that we can do this the whole way down, I think. I've never seen anyone come off that exit before. I don't know what he was thinking, because like he came off the exit. I thought he was going to just get behind me because he was going so slow, and then he just kind of kept parallel to us. I'm like, I'm not moving over for you, so figure it out. Figure it out. Yeah, this is 8th gear is holding us nicely here. Must be just light enough that I don't need to go 7th. I tested these theories on Lookout Pass, since Lookout is not currently icy at all. Hear that engine brake singing? It's good, isn't it? Almost to the bottom. That rest area 2 miles ahead is the chain off area, so we're pretty close to the bottom. I could hit the brakes here, but we're kind of leveling off a little bit, so Maxwell's engine brakes will start working a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. And step down the engine brakes so we don't slow down too much. For a moment. so I don't need to accelerate hard to get our speed back. But I did wait a little bit too long there before I started going. We probably could have just let Maxwell go right up to 55 about a turn and a half ago. Missoula.
0.3 miles ahead, take exit 96 to ramp to US 93 business south.
I'm trying. It's a very tall, steep hill. Having to turn off of Broadway when it's just this narrow little 2-lane road on a steep downhill. Just come over here. Yeah, this is still a major road, but it's a whole lot less of a major road. Just so much better in snow than the dirt road is. Yeah, no, our yard's off to the left there. See, and now we get to descend the small hill on a paved road. Better. slow. I'm in no hurry.
Approaching 9730 Derby Drive on the left.
I'm in no hurry. Dip. Hazard lights on. Oh, look at all our beautiful trailers. We've got a nice selection of older Jim Palmer reefers. One of our University of Montana trailers there. A couple of primes. Some Wilson trailers. Oh yeah, that's one of the Wilson reefers. Nice. Don't have too many of those. And there's one of our Wilson intermodals. Yeah, it's one of the intermodals. The white ones are just dry van. The black ones are intermodal, meaning they can be lifted up and dropped on a train. It's pretty sweet.